Hey there, Lens mates, and welcome. I'm Book Lens. Go ahead and get comfortable. Maybe you're settling in for the night or just need a moment to unwind. We have an incredible story for you today about how a cinematic giant is absolutely taking the world by storm. We are diving deep into the amazing rise of Nigeria's film industry, Nollywood. You know, it's really a story about vibrant culture, raw creativity, and a partnership that has put truly authentic African stories on the global stage for everyone to see. So, let's get into it. So first, let's just talk about the sheer scale of Nollywood's recent growth. I mean, what was once a powerful but regional industry is now a name that people recognize everywhere, from Lagos to London to Los Angeles. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The transformation has been so incredibly fast. And we're not just talking about more movies being made. We are talking about a fundamental, seismic shift in how the entire world views Nigerian cinema. It is a major, major player now.
And look, this isn't just about showing up on the platform. These films are performing. They are smashing into the top 10 lists in countries all over the world, sparking huge conversations online and really just proving that a powerful, authentic story can grab anyone, anywhere.
You know, the partnership with Netflix was a real game changer here. It really kicked off back in 2016 when they acquired Lionheart, and that one move just opened the floodgates. Pretty soon, these huge multi-title deals were being signed with Nigerian studios. And now, the prediction is that Nollywood is going to be Netflix's biggest content hub in all of Africa. That is an incredible journey in under a decade.
So, that leads to the big question, right? What is the secret sauce? Why are millions of people all over the globe hitting play on these Nigerian stories? Let's break down the key ingredients.
It really seems to boil down to four things. First, you have the unapologetically authentic culture. The fashion, the music, the languages. It's like a vibrant window into another world. But then, layered underneath, are these universal themes: love, betrayal, power, things we all get. And when you add in a ton of diverse talent and a huge jump in production quality, well, you've got a winning combination. It's one thing to talk about these elements, in theory, but it's something else entirely to see how they all come together on screen to create something you just can't look away from. And to really get that, we need to look at a specific example. So let's zoom in on our case study, a film called Rugged Lecturer. This movie is just a perfect example of how Nollywood blends the culturally specific with the universally relatable and creates a story that is seriously gripping. Okay, so this film throws us headfirst into the pressure cooker of a university campus. But we're not just talking about lectures and exams. Oh no, this is a battleground where corruption, power, and a desperate need for justice all collide. And right at the heart of this conflict, you find a group called the Daughters of the Eagle. And trust me, this is not your average student society. They are a force of nature, a vigilante group, a formidable female-led cult with one single clear mission: to expose corrupt lecturers and make them pay. Their leader, Kopan Selina, lays out their entire philosophy with this incredible metaphor. They don't run from the storm of corruption. They use it to rise above. I mean, that one quote tells you everything you need to know about their strength and their identity.
And this isn't just talk. The film shows us exactly what their brand of justice looks like. It's raw, it's direct, and it connects their actions to this universal fight against corruption that we all recognize.
In one of the most powerful scenes, they corner a professor, and they do not hold back. They just lay the accusation out there, plain and simple, speaking for all the students who were too afraid to. This is the rot they were formed to cut out. And that line just says it all.
Their very existence is a reaction to a broken system. They aren't just rebels. They see themselves as a necessary antibody, fighting a disease that has infected the whole school.
So here's the crucial part: their self-defined role. When the official channels for justice fail, they become the channel. And that theme of taking justice into your own hands when authority lets you down, that resonates with people everywhere.
But, of course, they aren't unopposed. The film introduces a rival group, the Black Widows, which creates this amazing conflict. See, the Daughters of the Eagle fight for justice for everyone, but the Black Widows, they only protect their own, even if their members are corrupt. It's a classic battle, justice for all versus loyalty to the tribe. And that, right there, that's the magic trick. The setting is a Nigerian university, sure, but the fight against a powerful person exploiting the vulnerable, that is the story that the entire world understands. It's this perfect blend that gives Nollywood its incredible power. The success of movies like Rugged Lecturer really points to an amazing future for Nollywood. But the path to truly dominating the global scene, well, it isn't without its challenges. So let's look at what's next.
I mean, the creative engine is just firing on all cylinders. But to keep this global expansion going and build something sustainable, the industry has to navigate some pretty significant hurdles.
There are really three main things to think about. First, piracy. It's been a problem for a long time, and it really hurts the new streaming revenue models. Then you have censorship. Filmmakers have to do this delicate dance between local laws and the standards of a global audience. And finally, there's just the challenge of cultural translation, making sure that those little nuances don't get lost on viewers who aren't familiar with the culture.
But here's the thing, despite all those challenges, the demand for these stories is just off the charts. You have the global African diaspora that is so hungry for representation, and you have this huge international audience that is more curious than ever about stories from outside the usual Hollywood machine. That demand is a powerful, powerful engine.
And this quote really just sums it all up. This isn't about Nollywood changing itself to fit some global mold. It's about the world making space for Nollywood. It's about creative freedom and the sheer power of telling your own stories in your own voice on your own terms.
You know, as we've seen with Nollywood, the world stage is wide open. New voices are rising up, and new stories are just waiting to be told. The only question left is, who's going to be next to step into that spotlight? Thank you for listening, Lensmates. I hope you enjoyed our story tonight.